Hello friends, thanks for joining me again. This particular session is going to introduce you to MyConnect Canvas for Poway Unified. So to get started, you can only access MyConnect after logging into MyPlan. And just as a reminder, you can create a shortcut on your MyPlan by going to Applications after you've logged in, finding the tile. Now it may not show up in your first or second application, so you have to go find it. Once you do find it, then I saw it. Once you do find it, you're going to right click on it and say add to favorites. Now mine says remove because I've already added it. And then it will show up on your home tab at the bottom of the screen. Now, if you have Home 1 or Home 2, check out those because for some reason, MyPlan will build you a new home page. I don't know why. Sometimes I come in and I only have one home page. Sometimes I come in and I have two. And then that's where your favorites will show up. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump right into MyConnect. Now MyConnect is owned by a company called Instructure.com, which is why our address is poway.instructure.com. But again, you can't just type in the address because of the way Poway is set up. You have to log in through MyPlan. And when you log in, you will go directly to your dashboard. Your dashboard is going to display a series of tiles which represent classes or courses that you're involved in. Now I have a lot of courses or classes that I'm involved in, but you may only have one or two. What I want to do is spend a little bit of time on your account for Canvas because that's really what you're going to be working with your students. They all have an account because they have a MyPlan account, but no one really tells them how to customize it. So I want to spend a little time today teaching you how to customize. Very first thing I like to do when I come into Canvas is I like to make sure people know that when they look at their tiles, there's two views. And the view is controlled by, I'm going to call it the skinny snowman, the three dots that are to the far right of the word dashboard. And if you click on those, you have three options. Card view, which is what we're currently in. List view, which is sometimes what happens. Students get in the list view and then they're like, oh my gosh, I lost all my classes. I don't know what's going on. Well, you can help them out by taking them back up to the skinny snowman and changing them back to card view. A second thing I like to point out in this particular setting is the color overlay. By default, the color overlay is on and it'll put a different color on each one of your images. I don't like to have that on, so I turn it off because I want to see exactly what my tiles represent. On each one of the tiles, there is also a little skinny snowman, and this allows you to select a color. So courses for me that are high importance, I may change the color on them. If you're working with a student, let's say you're an employee and you work with students who are from different schools, or the student has teachers from different schools, you could go in and say, okay, if all the ones that are red are from are from Bernard Heights, all the ones that are blue are from Bernardo Heights, and you could help them use these little dots as visual indicators for courses. Or maybe you could put them, these are all your subject areas where this is your support teacher. Sometimes students see a lot of tiles on their desktop and they're just overwhelmed with them. So a way that you could help them is by using the dots to have some kind of coding. The other thing that's important is that you can move these tiles around. So I would suggest having the most important tile, the most important class at the very top. Okay, Let's focus now on the account. When you log in, you have an account into Canvas. Not only do you have access to courses, but you have an account in Canvas. And the account is the first icon off of the left far navigation button. And if you click on that, this brings up all of your account settings. And one of the first things I like to do is I like to talk about digital literacy with students and how important it is that they always have a healthy, strong digital image, because they never know who's looking at their digital image. And so for our activity, when you log in, you can go in and put in your own picture. And so rather than just having the gray head, you can put your picture in there. So to do that, you will come down and go to Settings. And then what you'll do is you'll click directly on the round circle and a pencil will appear. Now you have three options. You can upload a picture, you can take a picture, or you can use a gravatar. And a gravatar is a graphical or geometric image of something. Okay, so we can take a picture, do whatever you want. I'm not going to take one, and I'll allow, because I have a camera on this machine. So that's how you could add your picture. The other thing I like to point out is I like to point out over here on the right, you have the ability to add additional email addresses. So I like to do this in the case that I have a second email that I use more frequently than my Poway Unified. So for example, on my phone is set up to go to stacycampo@gmail.com, not scampo@Poway. So when something is triggered in Canvas, it will not only trigger my Poway account, but it will also trigger my Gmail account. So you say, well, what do you mean trigger? Well, those are called notifications. So let's go look at notifications. Notifications are course activities. So you can look through here and you can look at all the variety of course activities. Notifications are set under 4 conditions. Notify me right away, send me a daily summary, send me a weekly, or don't send me anything at all. I will come into Canvas and check myself. So personally, I turn everything off except for announcements. So when I'm working with students, I tell them you can turn everything off, but you have to have announcements on, because that way, if I send something to you, I am guaranteed you'll get it right away via your phone or via your email. Okay, so again, that was under your account settings, and then under settings is how I got there. And then you can see the different things. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and also connect your Google account while you're logged in, because our next session is going to be working with Google. But if you don't want to do that, you're a little leery right now, don't worry, we will be doing it when we're in class. Okay, so let's just jump back out to our dashboard, and to do that, the second icon down is called Dashboard, and if you click on that, it will take you back out to your dashboard. Now, one other thing that happens with students is that what's on the dashboard is what's most important, but they have the ability to go in and control that. So if you choose the third icon, Courses, you can see I have a lot of courses, and I'm going to click All Courses. Each one of these courses have the ability to put a star in front of them. So if something has a star in front of it, it will always appear on the front page. So notice your course, PPL IA Training, has a star. So because of that, it will always appear on the front of my dashboard. If I'm no longer doing anything with this particular course, but I don't want to lose it, I can go and take the star off so that it's not on my front page. So dashboard is the courses are represented by either the term we're currently in or by going into courses and then using the star option by making them appear on my dashboard. Okay, that is about all I want to cover in this particular session. A final thing is to make sure you know how to log out. So I'm going to click back on account and I'm going to choose directly underneath my picture is log out. Teach your students how to log out properly. This is probably one of the things that's most neglected because what they do is they tend to just rely on the X in the upper right hand window and they think they're logged out. But if they're on a public computer, you can always swing back and try to log back in. So I encourage everybody to go ahead and log all the way out until you are actually seeing the log out screen. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead, log all the way out. There's that login screen, and I know I am completely logged out at this point. All right, guys, we'll see you in our next training.